yours?
Oh, it's Christine Dansero, Christine, Dansero, D as in David, Ansereau.
What happened here this morning?
Well, as far as I know, it was the middle of the night. I thought someone was breaking in my house. I heard a large, loud sound. And I turned on the lights and I looked down. I didn't see anything. So I thought it was maybe something from outside. It wasn't until this morning when we were getting ready to go to work and we opened the door, as you can see, all the shards of glass, my window, there were rocks thrown, two very large rocks thrown through my picture window as well as my storm door. We called the police, and we, had them come out here. We're of the opinion that this is a targeted attack, if you will. There's no way, particularly that you can figure out who it is, although there have been cameras which were able to pick up a couple of the surveillances of the area during that time that may be able to be viewed as to who did it. And, as a rule, these kinds of vandalistic type of things are hard to catch the perpetrators. For the most part, Roselle is a quiet place. These things don't happen. Sometimes it's random and sometimes it's directed. The opinion is that this was directed.
You are the mayor here.
I'm the mayor here.
How long have you been the mayor here?
Well, I've been the mayor here, elected by the people since January. Prior to that, as an acting sitting mayor to fill a vacancy. Prior to that, 10 years a councilwoman for the 5th Ward for 2 terms and council at large as well.
So you're well known in this community?
Yes, I am. I have a great relationship. This is not something that has happened as a result of the community itself in its entirety. These are people who are guided or misguided, let's say, by people who have their own political agendas. There has been some issues in terms of my continuing as mayor, not from the public. The public is 100% supportive. They are who put me in office. But this kind of vandalism, not this type in particular, happened to 2 others, of our council people. Also, people are no longer, well, one is still on the council, but we're targeted also, but they use graffiti as the technique.
Is this going to sway you any direction?
No. This is, it's sad, it's an inconvenience. Nobody was physically hurt. Shame on the people that did it. Shame on the people that may have directed them to do it. But that is a minimal number of people in our community. 99% of our community are great people would be appalled by this.
You have a sign on your front yard, no
Yes.
Pilgrim oil pipe. Do you think this is connected to your activism here?
No. I've been an activist for years. Being a political individual was not necessarily on my bucket list. So, an old 60s revolutionary when it comes to things that are important to the community as a whole, whether it's part of our issue, like the same thing with municipal ID. I moved to an ordinance to make sure that none of our people in our community are marginalized and they all have equal freedom. So yes, this is part of my activism because I want our people in this community safe at all costs, and that includes being 100% honest, and sometimes that irks certain political entities.